Well, hello everyone. This is Natural Soap Man here with another review on another Tuesday. And my friends, this week we're going to be taking a closer look at Mankind's newest addition, the Bourbon Sandalwood. So with that being said, let's get right into the review. Well, hello my friends. Welcome back to another review. Before I go any further with this review, I just want to take the time to tell everyone thank you so much for your thoughts and prayers and concerns, and I really do appreciate it. For those who are not aware, I'm from Raceland, Louisiana. I'm currently living in Lafayette, but my hometown is the town of Raceland, and we were struck pretty hard by Hurricane Ida. You know, it is what it is. My family was actually staying with me the last about roughly 2 weeks now, and it was a bit challenging, not gonna lie. It's one of those things where you can do anything, try everything, but you can't truly prepare for something like that. It's what I like to call an impending doom, something that's coming your way, and there's really nothing you can do. It's just really hope for the best. Update though is just literally I think 2-3 days ago. Our little area actually just got power back. My family is currently back down there right now, cleaning up, fixing things, ripping out insulation, you know, just doing the best they can, repairing what is left of a Hurricane Ida, you know. So that's a bit of an update. Again, thank you so much for your thoughts. It didn't go unappreciated for sure. And it just feels good to be back doing another review, and we can kind of move forward with our lives. But this week I'm actually taking a close look at Mankind's Bourbon Sandalwood. They actually sent me this soap. I didn't even know they were sending this to me. I just opened my mail one day and there it was. So I thought that was really cool of them. I appreciate it very much. And I can't wait to get into this one. But let's start off by taking a close look at the soap and the package, and then we'll come back and we'll talk a little bit about it. So one of the things I really do like about this company the most, and it's the presentation. I really adore the little cloth bag that the soap comes in. It just adds like a really nice touch and gives off a really nice aesthetic that they just care. And I don't know, in today's world that should mean a little something, in my opinion at least. And I also really enjoy the way the soap itself actually looks. It looks like a little piece of marble, right? It has like little striations and things like that in the soap itself. And so it really gives like this, I guess, illusion, if you will, of being a little piece of marble slab. So I think that's all really cool. I just like the overall presentation and aesthetics of the soap and packaging collectively as a whole. And it's something I really, really do appreciate. So, but with that being said, let's move on to the next part of the video where we're gonna take a closer look at the ingredients. And moving right along into our ingredients part of our video, let's go ahead and post the ingredients on the screen so everyone can take a closer look at that. And right out of the way, guys, as you can tell, there's not a whole lot of ingredients, which is always a plus. But another thing to add on top of that is that all these ingredients are actually organic ingredients, actually. But the interesting thing here to point out is you really only have 5 active main ingredients here. You have your 3 oils, the sunflower, the palm oil, and the coconut oil. And then you also have your shea butter, and you have your natural fragrance oil. So you really only have 5 different ingredients, and I always prefer my soaps on the minimalist side anyway. And really, to no one's surprise, Be Kind does a really good job here again using all natural organic ingredients. But with that being said, guys, let's move on to the next part of the video where we're going to do the sniff test, and we're going to talk about how this bad boy actually smells. So let's move right along. And alright, my friends, let's move on to the next part of the video where we're going to talk about the actual scent of the soap itself. And in this case, we are talking about Mankind's Bourbon Wood. I am assuming that this is a bourbon sandalwood because it smells very similar, if not identical, to many other bourbon sandalwoods I have come across in the past. And that's not a bad thing at all. It's just one of the things, bourbon sandalwoods are very unique. And once you smell one of them, you pretty much smell them all. A good reference point for anyone wondering. I know a lot of you are familiar with Bearsville. Bearsville makes a really good bourbon sandalwood. This soap smells almost identical to that one. It's just very rich, it's very smooth, it's very bold, has a strong woodsy smell from the sandalwood. It's incredibly masculine. It is just a very sexy smelling soap, right? It is a soap that you would wear on date night. You know, you'd go out with your loved one, you're trying to impress, and you think things might get a little intimate, right? Well, you're gonna wanna wear this soap. It just has that vibe to it, and it's a really good vibe. And I mean, look, to be quite frank with you guys, it's really one of those things where it's just a perfect marriage between two scents. You have the woodsy, masculine smell of the sandalwood, that just, everyone loves sandalwood. And then you have the rich, bold smoothness of the bourbon, and they just come together, and it's just a perfect marriage, honestly. It's a really awesome combo. It's one of my favorite scent profiles, period. And if you're not familiar or you never, I guess, experienced a bourbon sandalwood, I highly recommend you checking it out. And I think this one right here is a wonderful soap to start with. And I'm really happy, I'm really happy that Mankind has decided, you know, to add this type of soap in their library. I've said it before, I've said it many times, I feel like I preach it now. If you're a soap company and you're kind of like looking for ideas and things like that, heavily recommend like looking at bourbons or IPAs or beers or any type of alcohol soaps. They're just masculine by nature, and they really make for good soaps, man. So I'm really happy for Be Kind, and I'm just very impressed with the soap they made, and it smells absolutely fantastic. 2 thumbs up here. In my opinion, this is their most masculine smelling soap compared to the others, and it's my favorite by these guys so far. So 2 thumbs up for me, and I absolutely adore the way the soap smells. I feel like the soap was made for me and mine. I'm a big fan of bourbon sandalwoods, so awesome job on this one for sure. But with that being said, let's move on to the next part of the video. We're gonna do a lather test, and we're gonna see how this bad boy lathers, and then we're gonna bring it back and we're gonna do some concluding thoughts. So let's move back. Okay guys, now that we're done with the lather test, as you can tell, the lather was very impressive, just like the other two soaps, but again, it's just good to see that, right? It's just great to see. All right guys, let's take the time to go over everything and do some concluding thoughts. Let's start with the boxing in the soap, or in this case, the bagging in the soap, right? I thought the presentation is always really cool. I really like this about this company. They do a bag, like a little cloth bag, instead of a traditional box, and I think that's really cool. Helps them kind of stand out, and just offers a nice aesthetic that they just care. And I really do appreciate that. I always think that's really cool, and I really like the way the soap looks. I like the marble. Like, they all look like a piece of marble, and I just think that's cool. And the ingredients here are all natural. Be Kind does a really good job here. They use all organic ingredients as well. There's not a whole lot in this particular case with the bourbon wood, which is a big plus, depending on how you look at it. But no red flags here. Everything checks out. It is a natural fragrance, despite the fact that on the package it says just fragrance. On the website, it does say natural fragrance. Something to consider. I don't know if it's a big deal or if it's just difficult to do. I would consider putting natural fragrance on the packaging. I know this may be something petty to point out, but it's a little frustrating. It's a little annoying when you look at the bag and it just has fragrance, not natural fragrance. You know, I feel like it's not up to the consumer to go out of their way to research whether or not you're actually using a natural fragrance. If it just says fragrance, I think most people are just going to assume that you're using an artificial fragrance. Now, also to be fair, most people do order online, and online, your website, it does say natural fragrance. So I guess it doesn't really make a big difference. I don't know. It's just something to look at, something to consider. I think now more and more guys are starting to care about those things. And I think more and more people are starting to understand that synthetic fragrances are pretty harmful and are not good for your skin and not good for the environment and things like that. So, just something to consider, but whatever. But it is a natural fragrance and everything checks off. So the bourbon sandalwood smells absolutely fantastic. I love bourbon sandalwoods. It has like this deep, woodsy, sexy, rich, just really masculine smelling soap, and it's awesome. You know, it's just 2 thumbs up here. I absolutely love bourbon sandalwoods, and I'm super glad they decided to go this direction with it. It's it's their best soap, and for men at least. I know the peppermint tea tree comes pretty close, but at the end of the day, I think this one just a little bit more for me, for sure. So good job on that, and I'm really glad they decided to go in that direction. I think it's a great addition for them, and I'm really happy and excited for them. So, and performance-wise, this is one of the most important parts of the video, and this is where Be Kind shines the best. For me, this is still one of the best performing soaps I use. Their soaps always just do fantastic. I love the oily lather. I love the way it makes my skin feel. My skin's always soft and moisturized. And here's no exception. The bourbon wood performs very well. I'm just a big fan of their soaps, period. And I think that's why I go out of my way to recommend this company, because I think they make high quality soaps at the end of the day. I'm gonna stand by that, and they just keep proving me right. And I think this is another exception, and I think it smells great, and the ingredients are top notch. It performs absolutely fantastically. And so for me, guys, this is an absolute hell yeah of a recommendation. I'm so happy for them. I'm thankful they sent me this soap, and I'm just proud of it. It will come out at 4.5 ounces. They cost $7.50 to $8.50, depending on whether or not you want the bag. They do offer free shipping over anything over $49 or $50. Now, I don't think they do anything like terms of subscription wise like other soap companies. That could be in the works, but as of right now, I do not believe they offer anything of that nature. And all right, my friends, that pretty much wraps up my review. I hope you got something out of it, and I hope that helps you make a decision whether or not you actually want to get the soap or not. But until next time, guys, this is Natural Soap Man. You guys take care, and bye-bye.